Hi there and welcome back to The Home Bartender. I am Ann. Today I have made a Cubanito cocktail. You probably wonder what's a Cubanito. Well, let's just get right into it. I am a rum lover and I rarely drink vodka. So the Cubanito is basically a Bloody Mary with rum. I'm gonna taste the Cubanito for you right now, right out of the gate. Why wait? I had a couple of rums that I used in this and I'm gonna talk about those a little bit later, but let me try it. I think I've really got it dialed in. I get the rums, I get the spices, and I get just a tiny bit of heat. I used candied bacon for the garnish. That adds a bit of sweet and savory to the playing field here. I think the celery stalk adds a little bit of flavor as it sits and can double as a stirring stick. It's like a tropical breakfast in a glass. It's nourishing and delicious, and I hope that you'll stick around and try my version. I'll go over what I'm using and why I use those things coming up next. I'm shaking this Cubanito because I really want to incorporate all the ingredients really super well. Some places roll the cocktail back and forth, some just build it in a glass. But with so many things going into this, I really prefer to shake it. So let's get our ingredients in here now. The other reason why I really like to shake it is because I'm using a 1/4 teaspoon of horseradish sauce. So I like to use the creamy stuff, but I don't like to get a clump of horseradish in my Bloody Mary. So the next thing I'll do is get a 1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice, 2 dashes of hot sauce. Of course, depending on your spice level that you want, I like to use Cholula hot sauce. It doesn't have that same vinegar bite that Tabasco has, but if you want to use that, that's totally fine. I should actually call this like 2 glugs because it's not a dasher really. If you put too much of this into your cocktail, that's what gives it a weird kind of aftertaste that Bloody Marys can have. 2 pinches of celery salt, 2 pinches of black pepper. We're using 1.5 ounces of this Denizen rum. It's a white rum, and after much trial and error, I settled on this rum because it's mellow. It's slightly sweet. It's got a nice bit of banana funk to it, but it does fade fast. That funk does fade fast. It doesn't have a burn or anything like that, and it'll go really well with our next rum, which is the Bacardi 8-year. This is an aged rum, and it's a little bit more woodsy, still with some sweet notes. You do get a burn if you just sip this. It's actually a really nice rum though. So we are using 1 ounce of that. Then we're gonna go with the tomato juice in there. Let's get some ice in there and shake this up. You could technically just pour this right over your glass if you wanted to, but I've got some fresh ice cubes in here and that's the way that I want to do it, but I will pour it with an open gate and just get it over the top. Perfect. Our little celery stalk, some candied bacon in there, and a little lime wedge on the side. Now for the candied bacon, I put that into the oven at 350 degrees with some brown sugar over the top. I also have that on a cookie sheet with foil and 2 baking racks. And I ended up cooking it or baking it for about 30 minutes, but it's different for everybody's oven. So that is the Cubanito cocktail. I invite you to subscribe to my channel today. Please let me know if you do in the comments. I would love to welcome you. Join me next week right here at my home bar and we'll have another great cocktail together. Cheers, be well. I really invite you to